Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be. Okay, I'm still processing my last trailer video, Quadrilogy, which I think there's a copyright issue on it. So, uh, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this last one for the evening, unless something pops up, and hopefully there won't be like a data hiccup or something. So, again, you watch my channel, game I like, enjoy, play with my brother, and Org makes, some of his friends, co-workers is Star Citizen. Again, even though I don't have the greatest PC for running it, and I know my videos are a little choppy, uh, if you watched them at all, inkling at all, then I love this game. So the new Inside Star Citizen for Alpha 4.2, the next patch into the storm, just it dropped today. So let's go ahead and take a look. Weather, dynamic weather. That's gonna be really cool.
Stormbreaker is all about taking the next step in exploration gameplay. Making exploration work in Star Citizen actually requires you to go out and build locations that players want to visit. That's what we're doing now.
We were trying
They're doing a good job.
push our FPS combat existing in game
Again,
and actually get players
Yes, the game may
to
be
feel like they're
glitchy,
actually
but it is
fighting for something.
very pretty and very fun.
Stormbreaker is
When it
different
works.
because you don't go into your contract manager to look for what to do. You just go off, fly down to a planet, and you start exploring.
We wanted to lead players from place to place and make them question what they're seeing.
So I want to be clear here. Stormbreaker isn't an event, and it's not a mission. It is a sandbox activity. It will be persistent. It will keep happening. Every single patch, you can come back and you can run this over and over and over again, just like you can the Align and Mine sandbox activity.
It's not an event.
This is a continuation of the Regen Crisis storyline. In 4.1, we saw how Rayari was trying to tackle the Regen Crisis.
In 4.2, we're starting to see what ASD, a faction called Associated Science and Development, is doing to address the regen crisis.
Lab coats.
ASD is probably best publicly known for their weapons research division, which has released some high-tech weaponry that's already available to put on your ship. But they have many other research departments, and they're doing their part to help out with the current regen crisis.
Oh,
and the
okay.
Second
Oh,
Life
lady. So it's
initiative.
like, where does that
They're
weapon go?
diving into trying to fix the problem with imprints and regen. So it'll be interesting to see what solutions they propose. Now, over the years, ASD has gained a little bit of a reputation for maybe pushing things a tad too far. One of their weapons was known for the particularly gruesome effect it had on people it was targeted on, which gained them a bit of a reputation across the Empire for maybe pushing science a little bit farther than they should.
Stormbreaker will start with these data facilities that you will find on Pyro 4.
This is where ASD is storing a lot of their data. So you'll find a bunch of servers, and this is actively being guarded by security forces, which means you gotta land your ship somewhere where it's safe and then make your way down on foot.
ASD does not want you there. They will be quite upset that you're trespassing.
So if you want to explore the facility, you'll have to fight your way in. You'll find quite a few places in the facility that aren't that easy to get into.
As you explore as a player, you will encounter a new type of door access, the Lotus Scanner. You will need to kill the enemies in the area to try to pass as one of them wearing their outfit. It is just a simple door, but with this new mechanic, you can feel like Indiana dressing as the enemies and going inside the enemy lines.
Access granted.
As you explore deeper into the facility, if you pay attention to your environment, you'll notice a number of different places and rooms that require a bit of extra effort to get into.
There will be
Interesting.
unique loot And the more of the facility guards you relieve of the ability to go home and say goodnight to their children, you will slowly find the first piece of the puzzle that you'll need to finish this entire loop. So if you discover the secrets that we've hidden and you've taken care of the environment, you've found the information, you've read through the information, you've listened to the information, you might find that your journey takes you to Pyro 1.
Once you arrive at Pyro 1, there's one thing you'll immediately notice. A huge storm.
Ooh.
It is just mind-blowing. It looks beautiful. There will be rain. You've got this very dark environment because of this overhanging cloud. You've got lightning just constantly going off inside the clouds. It looks phenomenal.
Wow.
If you were to fly into the storm, you'll notice that your ship starts taking massive amounts of distortion damage. If you don't watch out, this can seriously mess up your ship.
It'll cause it to turn off, and you will plummet to the ground. If you don't explode, out of luck, you then have to walk out of the storm.
You'll quickly notice that you'll be affected by radiation damage.
So unless you've brought a load of rad pens, you're likely gonna die. And that's not even to say anything that might be in the storm that has mutated and isn't the normal version of what it once was.
The Valakars.
So how do you get
Tolkien's.
into the storm where ASD doesn't want you to go? On the outer edges of the storm, you'll find 3 shuttle stations that each have a shuttle that lead into the storm.
Once again, ASD don't want you there, so you'll have to part people with their lives.
These shuttles are specially retrofitted to allow them to withstand the distortion damage, allowing employees and also players into the storm.
We've made sure the roof is glass. It's using the old Crusader shuttles, so you can actually appreciate all
the scenery,
of
okay.
the beauty of the storm.
Oh, that's nice.
This is where some of the weather system improvements come in that we've been working on, where you'll see rain hitting the windshield, lightning outside, and thunder in the distance.
And also, you get a little bit of respite before the we're gonna put you through. So it's kind of like a nice, like, oh, look at this, and then you're gonna land on the beaches of Normandy, D-Day
Wow.
style.
Okay.
There we go.
When you get off the shuttle, everything's gonna try to kill you.
You'll be immediately assaulted by loads of security guards outside.
Jeez.
It is very dark. The visibility is very low.
You'll start being affected by the radiation damage from the storm. If you do manage to get a radiation suit, you'll still find irradiated wildlife for you to contend with.
So just watch your back, watch your friend's back.
Your objective is to get inside as quickly as possible into the relative safety of the research base.
Once you're inside this
Relative.
facility, that's where Stormbreaker really begins.
Oh, okay.
All that stuff that you've done to get there, that was purely the beginning. It's the intro scene
Wow.
in the movie. You've not even hit the movie yet.
Inside, you'll find danger, mystery, great loot,
Death, action,
Yep, there's the it's
cruelty.
audio logs, finally an alternative to reading,
Oh, okay.
Hello. Here we go.
new ways to open doors, which doesn't seem exciting, but we really are excited about it.
I'm really excited to see you playing with this new mechanic.
You're gonna find irradiated things.
Eggs, babies, screaming,
They might all be connected.
the horrors of science run amok.
You can find new battle vehicles that can only be earned in game.
Okay.
I said choo choo as well. This isn't a fucking train. It's got massive weapons. These
No, you just can't be just like.
Jared.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. He's got the acting qualification, I don't.
Oh, there they go.
I want players to feel something different to what they've been feeling when playing Star Citizens. I want them to be hyped for every bit of the mystery that they are trying to discover and all of the clues that they get right.
think it's going to be an amazing patch. We've all been working very, very hard.
We've got VFX, lighting, audio, all of that is coming together to create the biggest, baddest content that you've seen in Star Citizen so far.
It's going to be cinema, as Zach would say. I'm really excited for you all to play it. I'm
Jeez,
really
look at that.
excited to see you all discover it.
And the story doesn't end here. It really gets messed up in August.
It's really cool. I want to tell you everything.
So stop watching the video and go play the game.
Yeah, go play the game.
Oh.
Now, of course, for those of you that have been playing or watching PTU for the last week, you already know much of what's not being said here. But that's by design. As we said back in February, it's our intention this year to have you discover as much as possible in-game through our monthly patches instead of having everything just spoiled here. And by the time Stormbreaker releases in about 2 weeks, there should still be a few more changes and improvements along the way. Oh, also, special shout out to Louis, Max, and everyone on the Montreal Environment team for kicking all kinds of ass on this one. And don't forget, we're currently taking submissions for this year's CitizenCon watch parties, where we'll send devs to watch the program alongside of you, and they have to submit to your every question. Mostly.
No,
For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. Thanks for letting us share the people and process of game development with you, and we'll see you all here next week for Star Citizen Live. Where'd my hair go?
Yeah, that's an occasional glitch, your hair disappearing. Okay. Well, there definitely is a lot of content coming here. And that this clears up something that I'm in a Star Citizen Facebook group where it's something about, things only being available in game, not being able to like buy with real money from the store. So that's just kind of confirmed by what they just said. Now I am curious if the IT key is one of those things. The Atlas mech, with the guns, where there's currently one with the tractor arm for moving freight. There's the Geo for mining. Planetary, like rocks on planets and moons and whatnot, and then now the IT key. So yeah, is the IT key only going to be available in game? Because I mean, there are some things you got to earn, so that's interesting. And I mean, they say other vehicles and stuff. So what might those be? What might those be? Curiouser and curiouser. So, anyways, that is my reaction to Inside Star Citizen Alpha 4.2 Into the Storm. Cool to expect, he said, in about 2 weeks. So, I believe Alien Week is next week in game. Displaying the alien manufacturers and whatnot. Where I might pick up one of the alien ships, and then so I can hit the concierge. Meaning I've spent a bit of money, not as much as some of my org mates, but still a bit of money on this game. Which again, I'm glad to always see all this stuff that CIG is doing, but like I said, just please give us a functional, good game overall. Because obviously, all this stuff that you show us looks great. If it doesn't work, great, or if that works good, but other parts of the game aren't working great, you got a problem. But anyways. That is my reaction, my thoughts. As always, feel free to share, subscribe. Hopefully, give me a like if you like my content. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hit the notification button so you know when I drop something new. And of course, if you feel so inclined, leave a comment below if you're a fellow Star Citizen fan, or not a Star Citizen fan, but just have, for some reason, decided to check this out because of me. Thank you. What you think about what they have said here. Like personally, I have not been into the PTU at all because, well, frankly, my computer is on it's on the limits right now. So having all the information for the regular game and PTU at the same time, yeah, that's probably not working out very good. And I mean, of course, I could have always just downloaded, changed my files to PTU and run that, but now I'll leave live into it unless I hear there's something really, really cool, like again, in preparation for one of the big events previously, like Fly for Free Week for from Invictus or IAE, where you get a preview and the rental of all the ships and everything early. I'll generally just wait, or like I said, unless there's a cool vehicle, new vehicle I know is being released. Like I said, I'll just wait till it drops. So, anyways, that being said, so I think so. We got Alien Week next week, and then hopefully, if they stay on track, we'll be getting 4.2 the week after that. So, yeah, as always, thanks for watching.